That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Michael Thomas, who turned 26 in March, now the league's highest paid wideout, signing a 5-year, $100 million extension in late July that will run through 2024.
He's the highest paid non-quarterback ever, though we know as far as these things go, that could change quickly in the league.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, and Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been, but it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Powerful running. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
6-6, pull it high. Brand.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Ready.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Smith catches left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Ready?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Gray 15, Gray 15. Switch on Travis.
Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Joker.
Running with Howard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
5-9. Hey, exit.
Mike's 47. Hey, watch the slant.
So that'll back him up 5.
There we go, back. Waiting.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Forward, Tokyo.
Don't get nervous.
SOS.
Hey, zoom.
SOS.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let this go deep and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And
eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Breeze, he's going to wind up in there, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Breeze, eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing now is Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Sproles. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
11 yards there, 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 4, and this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Breeze going to throw. The open man is Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
He's back to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Again, it's Howard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Howard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all
your lead pretty well throughout the game, but they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say.
I do this for the family.